morning or good afternoon whenever you're watching. Happy Sunday to you, or Monday or Tuesday whenever you're watching. There are some of you who join in this ritual every Sunday morning with me over your cup of coffee. And to you I say, mwah, hello. I hope you had a great week full of understanding. And, you know, it built off of my new appreciation for empathy last week, because when you can have empathy and put yourself in someone else's position, in their shoes for a moment, it helps you perhaps understand more so that you can be kinder. And truthfully, that's what I'm aiming for. I want to be a person that's known for acting in love and kindness. And I often fall quite short of that. But in my professional life, I am a communications coach. And one of my favorite quotes that I always use to tell people the importance of communication, because whether you are in the field of communications or not, being a good communicator is like the foundation and basis for any success in your personal and professional life. And one of the quotes is, communication leads to community and mutual understanding. So if you've had some challenges getting to understanding this week, maybe some communication just needed to happen to open the door to that very important conversation. And this other quote I love. I used to use it teaching, and I actually still use it teaching government officials who can sometimes be worn out by angry residents showing up at meetings. And sometimes you can get angry at those angry residents. Except for this quote, the less people know, the more they yell. If you are in a yelling situation in your life, maybe because it's a lack of information, a lack of communication, therefore a lack of understanding. And I always tell the people I coach, take a step back and say, how could we have communicated better? Because perhaps if we had, there'd be less yelling. And I'm preaching to myself too, because even though I teach people, I gotta live it too. So we build off of the word understanding, and let's see what's in store for us this week. And we're saying a prayer right now for wisdom and insight and a word that will be a guiding light for our week. The answer is, by the way, we had never had understanding before. I mean, we never picked the word. We've had understanding. And the word is expansiveness. So there is a progression. By the way, I'm very grateful that my hips are no longer expanding, but they are now contracting. We are still holding at 15 pounds, but it's just a minor plateau. We're going to go lower, and I hope you'll come with me for the journey. But expansiveness means to be a bigger person, and that goes back to putting yourself in other people's shoes, thinking about where they're coming from. And when you do so, you have empathy, and then you can be a little bit more forgiving. You can be more expansive. An expansive person is generous in heart, not just with physical things, but generous with kindness. Expansiveness is also an invitation for all of us to think a little bigger. You know, we all need to dream for things, even if it's a little thing. Like, I remember a time when I used to pray that I wouldn't have to worry about having enough money to cross the bridge to get to New Jersey to see my family. I know. I mean, bridge toll wasn't a whole lot back then, but I was seriously broke. And I can look back over that and say, well, that was a goal that I met. So what's your goal? What's your big dream? What's your big, hairy, audacious dream or goal? Put it out there. Put a vision board up. I have a little note that's been in front of me that says 52 Weeks of Wow, a New York Times bestseller, where I would take all of my wow words from a year and all the things I've written about them on my blog and put them together in a little inspirational booklet. That's my dream for me. So dream big. be a big person, and it is a cycle. The more you give, generosity, it just comes right back to you. It's a law, it's a principle. If you're feeling stuck, put something awesome out there today. An act of generosity, a random act of kindness. Put it out there and shake up the universe on your behalf. Because I do believe that the universe is working on your behalf. And so, let's have a great, big, expansive week. See you next week.